Okay. I'm here. Let me take out this. Oh god. Hold on. I want this gone. Yes. There we go. Okay. Sorry. There's a thing where I was trying to experiment getting other people to show up on my stream, and I guess it wasn't fixed and my face got enlarged when I just accidentally turned it on. Alright. So we're just gonna jump right in. Welcome back to Talkin' Tanks. Yeah. Updates. So episode 3 still hasn't been uploaded. Don't expect it to be uploaded for a long time. We're just going to keep going, and if it shows up, it shows up. Or I'll redo it and just call it episode 3. And I'll redo it on my own time, of course. So there won't be a chat or anything. We'll see. Today is the Progretto 65, which I've been spelling wrong. And I need to fix it. It's 1G. For some reason I kept thinking it was 2. Excellent. So, the Progretto 65. We're going to go up the line as we do. We're going to start at tier 4 because I think the tier 4 is a gem of a low tier tank. So let me get my Twitch situated on my phone just so I can see certain things easier. I apologize that I wasn't there Monday. I got the job I applied for, and I got called in like ASAP. I wasn't even supposed to start till yesterday, but I got called in like immediately. So yeah, today I have the day off, so I figured I'd do it today. So my streams will probably no longer be Monday, they'll be sporadic. But I will try to keep my Twitch schedule updated best I can. Unfortunately, I didn't fix it till after the incident Monday, but I'll try to be better. I mean, I didn't expect to get called in, so forgot all about my stream up until I saw something. I think I was thinking about my videos or whatever. But alright, let's get into it. We're going to do quick rundowns of the tanks as we always do. And we're just going to get right into it. We'll talk about some updates on my thing as we go, but this is mainly it. So the P2640. It's a little gem of a medium tank at tier 4. You have 110 alpha with 97 standard pen, which isn't horrible for tier 4. Really fast reload, 1700 DPM, which is okay. 0.39 dispersion, which is less than ideal, but it's alright. 10 degrees of gun depression, which is fantastic. Really good gun traverse speed. Don't have many hit points as tier 4s do. Your armor's okay at 50, and if you can get hold down, you have some slanted, so you can bounce, but not reliably. 40 armor all the way around, but the chassis hangs over the tracks, so people can't hurt you. Don't recommend side scraping. Weighs 25 tons. You can go 44 forwards with a turbo, 17 backwards. Camos, it's alright, it's at 17. But I actually have max view range with binos. My bad. Almost would have just said max view range, but I do have binos. And I think the reason being is the view range was so bad, I just wanted to see my enemies. But it's a good all-rounder. With the 10 degrees of gun depression, where this tank really excels is its ammunition. So you have your AP, get a little more normalization in there. you have your heat rounds, which don't lose any penetration over distance. It only has 130, which is 33 pen more, which is, it's okay. But it's the HE rounds that really highlight this tank, where your alpha goes up by 65. You have 70 penetration. At tier 4, there's not a lot of things with heavy armor. So you can take a sizable amount of HE rounds and do some wicked damage. So yeah. I run vents, turbo, binos. I wanted everything a little bit improved about this tank. I wanted to move faster, and I want to see. I suppose a rammer would be arguable, but it can't use a rammer, so vents was the way I went. We'll also go over some of the other tanks that are related to this line today. But for now, we're just starting at tier 4. Let's get into it. Also, hello to anyone watching. Just chill day. I'm trying to keep up with this. The job I have is only part-time, but they're short-staffed at the moment, so it is possible I'll be called in some other days. I am going to try to keep up with this, though. So, I got to figure out how to do polls, but next tank I need to do for stream will be a heavy tank. I need a heavy tank line. I think I did the E100 last time. Actually, I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was. I can look. But any recommendation would be okay. Yeah, I did the E100. So I need ideas for another one. Well, that's a predicament, ain't it? Our entire team's over there. We're gonna go. My goal this battle is I want to get right here. Very key position, especially if I can crawl into the bush by it. But what I might do is hang out here for a moment and get rid of this scout if he doesn't die. But he died, so. The issue is I made this play stupid late. The fuck saw me? We're going to make the play. This could go really well or really bad, but I'm going to risk it. The issue I have right now is that this tank is not fast in the slightest. So this really is a risky play. Because tanks like that... Ooh, and tanks like that... Yeah, definitely on me. I made a bold play too late. I should have committed to the south when I originally wanted to go that way. Yeah, we'll give this one another go. I should have known better. This tank was too slow. What I should have done is probably play right here and antagonize the enemy with my binos. But my team is, it's not like they're doing anything anyway. We haven't made any advancement toward the hill. We haven't advanced in the south because we can't. And we can't kill a scout that's in the open. That is a huge ass box. So, but this is on me. I knew the risk. There's always someone right here, and in this case there were two. And then there was another scout up here that I didn't anticipate. Should have. There's like 5 scouts on each team. Good criminy. Wait, no. We only got 1 scout. They got 5. How fucking fair is that? What the fuck, Wargaming? God damn. We're gonna lose just because we don't have vision. Wow. Anyway, this one's on me. I'm not gonna... I'll wait for it to come out of battle, I guess. I'll even drop tier. We'll go over something small. Not a good start for me today, but it happens. I'm a very aggressive player, and sometimes I don't think about what I should do versus what I shouldn't do. In that case, I should have known my speed wasn't enough. I should have listened to my head telling me to stay up on that slope. I would have only taken probably 1 or 2 hits. So we're going to play the Sahariano. I don't have a ton of experience in this thing. I've only played 1 game in it. So we're just going to mess around with it. It's a decent tank that was given out on Christmas, I think. 10 degrees of gun depression, extremely sloped armor. Kind of flat. 50 alpha damage, 70 pen. Pretty solid. It's a decent tier 3. I mean, there's not much to go over with tier 3. It's tier 3. So, we're going to play this while we wait for my other tank to come back. We're off to a bad start, but it happens. If I were to make that play again, it would be in a tank that is much faster. Probably more of a scout. I mean... that was doomed from the get-go. I didn't even notice the enemy had 5 scouts and we had 1. That is a vision loss automatically. That was horseshit wargaming. I don't know how you can't balance 3 and 3 scouts on each team, but okay. We'll make it work. I also suppose if I made that play a lot sooner and didn't get spotted, I'd be okay. And what I mean is, like, I originally went toward the water, and then I turned around. I should have committed. Because I lost a lot of time to cross in that period. Excuse me. It do happen, though. So yeah, while I wait for my little tier 4, we're going to play a tier 3, just for giggles. See what I can do. Then we'll move back to the P43. In other news, who's ready for the D-Day event? I am stoked. We're going to get a battle pass. It's going to... I think the reward is going to actually have historical tier 6 premium tanks, which I think will be pretty cool. What I don't think is pretty cool is Wargaming took the tanks the premium ones are based off of and nerfed the tech tree variants to make the premium ones look better. Now, they were minor, but I think it was enough to make it noticeable. Like the side turret on the, like the cheeks on the front turret of the ARL 44 got nerfed. The Churchill got a nerf of some sort. I think the Sherman is the only one that remained untouched, because all the Shermans are basically the same anyway. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with. But I'm excited for it. It's about time they did like a historical event. It's been so long. I am not a fan of the pop culture events they've been doing. Like, they're okay, but I like the historical side of things. Oh, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Yeah, we got bots. Let's go kill some bots. 10 degrees of gun depression, and I can look down. I'm gonna go Valley. It might be a bad decision, but I'm gonna do it. It's just a little tier 3 reward tank, nothing super special. Merely playing it while I wait for my P43. Yeah, that tier 4 match did not go as planned. If I'm putting money on it, it'll be a loss or a draw. If we win, I'd be astounded to know how. I'd be proud of my team too, though. There's a replay I got where it was just my LHM TV and a Scorpion that were left, and it was like us versus like 6 or 7, and we managed to pull it off. I don't know if it's enough to look down, but we'll see. The Swedes always rule when it comes to looking down, so this Lago probably has a pretty good leg up on me. As you can see, the armor actually holds up pretty well on this due to how slanted it is. There's a little TD or something right there. Dude. Oh, that's just beautiful, honestly.
L'abbiamo preso! Corazzato nemico danneggiato! Li abbiamo danneggiati! Pilota ferito! Centrato! Li abbiamo danneggiati!
Driver seems to die really easy in this. It's aggravating. I don't know 100% what I should do.
Bel colpo! Veicolo nemico distrutto!
So I think my turret is actually weaker, which means I need to be very careful about how I peek and shoot people.
Corazzato nemico danneggiato! Li abbiamo danneggiati! Rimbalzo!
Oh, what? Was it worth it? Was it fucking worth it? Try to get greedy with me. Do my own greeting, thank you. Called it. Draw. We were so turtled up. Even their scouts would struggle getting to us.
Bel colpo!
I need him to keep looking forward.
L'abbiamo preso! Bel colpo!
The fuck are the 3 people behind me doing? All on their... Okay, 2 of them are bots, but... Just... Oh, I can't believe my team are about to lose. Do I have any non-bots left? I have 2, and they're fucking stupid. Forward, dipshit. Well, there's 1 player gone. He's clearly fucking dumb. And then this is gonna be a loss just because all my players played like shit. My bots are sure shit not penning a Valentine. This is probably gonna be a loss just by fucking they could just cap us out if they really wanted to. I don't know if they'll fucking... This guy's driver's out. It's brutal. Glad I played something, though, because that P43 game took forever, and of course it was a fucking draw. It's, what was it? Muravanka? Yeah. Or was it Malinovka? I think that was Malinovka. Muravanka's the other one. Yeah, this is a loss. If we win, it's by luck. I got whittled down too much by the fucking one Swedish tank that's still alive. Yeah, it was me just turtled. Okay. Embarrassing first go. Really was. Or P26. Jesus, not my P43. Alright. One more time. If I don't do so well, so be it. The P43, good all-rounder, great HE shells. I have to remember it has poor mobility. That's on me. That is the reason I died. So, we're going to try again. Hopefully I don't make any stupid decisions. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. I'm having a pretty okay week myself. Alright, take 2, P2640. There's one bot on each team. Okay, I can work with this map. I'm gonna go left, where I can get hull down. And we're gonna see what we come up against. I don't think there's anything I can't kill, so that's good. That pack 40 is gonna be kind of a pain, though. Let's see how it plays out. It's a solid little tier 4. I absolutely love this thing. I probably have more battles in this tier 4 than any other tier 4. I know I'm well over 100 because back when this released, I loved just loading HE shells on everything because 70 pen on your HE shells is crazy. Yeah, I knew I'd lose that match. Once I went down or lost too many hit points, I'd already known. My other players were not playing well, but it's low tier, so I will forgive them. That's not good. Let's go see what's a-coming. I want to move up. I really do. But I feel like that's a poor decision. I feel like this is a risky decision, but I'm going to try to get right here so I can get some shots. I know that the pack 40 is excruciatingly slow, so he's somewhere. Somewhere along here, for sure. I might have to go back. That PZ1C is just allowed to do whatever he wants. Terrible. Alright. This is not turning out well for me, so we've got to play defense. And we've got to play it fast. No!
Colpito!
We're having 70 HE pen. I didn't realize that the
Trattato
Stuart
nemico
had
danneggiato.
more HP and armor than that.
Colpito! L'abbiamo preso!
Can even go through the side of some of the decently more
Nemico distrutto.
armored German tanks at low tier. Lost a lot more HP to that Stuart than I wanted, but sometimes it has to be like that. Duke. Oh, terrible shot by me.
Centrato! Abbiamo perso un singolo, siamo fermi!
And there's the Pack 40 on cue, right where I thought he'd be. Ugh. You know, if people... Well, granted, we're undermanned by 4 this game, but if we actually tried to cover flanks better, this wouldn't happen. Does he have the derp gun? Shit. Oh! Haha. That should have very well been my demise if he was loaded. I don't think he was in this case. That PC-1C's been doing some harm, though. Well, a lot closer game than I wanted it to be, but I at least got to demonstrate the HE shelves. Shells, not shelves. The HE shelves. I'm gonna let my binos take over and see if I can spot the TDs if they're crossing. I have a feeling they're gonna hole up, and it is gonna make life incredibly hard. Good news, we have a guy over there. If I can get there, I can max out my view range and try to spot the FCM right here. Why do I have a feeling you're going to be a pain in my ass in a moment? Alright, let's see if we can help our friend not get blapped, which I'm pretty sure he is, because the way he's poking is completely flat broadside. Should be able to outspot anything that tries to get near me. Hey, dude, you have no right to talk. You just pulled out broadside to an M4 twice. Do not want to hear it.
L'abbiamo preso!
Don't just sit there. Run toward me. I think their MAA1 is nearby because he hit ours. So what I'm gonna do is I need to start moving. I need to get behind this guy. Fuck.
Li abbiamo danneggiati. Corazzato nemico distrutto.
Decent guess. I don't know what his view range is. I just know I need to get distance. Fuck. Alright, well, we're in quite the predicament, aren't we? I swear, I have more competitive, tough matches at low tier than I do at high tier. And I'm switching shell types a lot because I'm really trying to determine what I want to do. Pretty sure that's the M8 and the cap. Oh, it's both of them. That's good. Oh, that means I can do some freaky deaky shit. I say that, but
Colpito. Colpito.
fuck.
L'abbiamo preso.
Why do you have to go and do that? Can I do it, folks? That is the question. What? My vision that poor? Yeah, they're gonna flank me from the left. I can't see shit. Ugh, maybe optics are an investment in the future.
Bel colpo.
I low rolled by 1.
Fuori, carro a rottame.
I have 110 alpha. I low rolled by 1. Fucking tragic. That's good old wargaming for you. Big ol' fuck you when you're supposed to lose. Well, I think that was a much better example than my first game, so whatever. It was close. As you can see, I'm having such a great game today, which this is going to aggravate me as time goes. How big of a seal clubber are you? Oh, you're not. You just got lucky because my team's stupid. Well, let's see what we got here. This had more bots in it, though, but can't beat a Valentine. Yikes. Well, That's the P2640, suitable all-rounder. Like I said, HE shells are phenomenal. I mean, that was a much better game than the first, there's no denying that. If you like low tier, I'd say this is definitely the tank you want. One of the few, at the very least. This is a very solid tank. However, I'm not a big fan of the 5, which is the P43, the one I was talking about earlier. Oh, shoot. Looks like I never purchased equipment for it. Okay, I bought equipment for everything else. Cool. Let's mess with this, shall we? So you basically have the same gun, but it's got higher pen, not by a lot. So now I have 118 pen, which is about 20 more. I guess that is a lot. Reload's pretty similar. DPM's pretty similar. 0.39 dispersion. It's almost the same exact tank, except you get a little more armor. You get 80 millimeters frontally, both, and then 50 all around for everything else. So there's that. 42 forward, 18 backwards. That's it's the same fucking tank. Probably gonna slap a turbo on it. It'll go a little faster, and we're gonna throw optics on this one. I haven't messed with this because I probably bought it forever ago and forgot about it. I'm just gonna be real. So we're gonna give it an all-rounder build, which is rammer optics turbo, which improves all the desirable qualities that I want in a tank: mobility, vision, and DPM. So now with that, I go 46 forward, 20 backwards, which is fantastic. I now have 1800 DPM, almost 19. And now I can see 385, which is far from great, but let's see how it works out better than the binos. But like I said, pretty much same tank, more armor. That is the P43. Hope everyone's doing great. Chat's been quiet. Appreciate those who popped in though. Even if you're just lurking, I appreciate it. We'll keep her going. Ugh, Lakeville again. Oh, well, this is a very less than ideal matchup. My gold pen is 146, so I cannot go through any of their tier 7s except the T25. Everything else is too frontal armor heavy. Unless I hit the lower plate of the Tiger. HE rounds actually get nerfed on this tank. They have just a little over half of what the last gun had, so HE rounds are not as preferable on this tank. The vision doesn't look bad, but I assure you it is. I don't know what I want to do here, because I cannot fight a Tiger 2, an AT7, or a Cheeto SP. Those are all too heavy duty for me. So we're gonna kind of wait it out, see what happens. If he peeks, I'll pop him in the ass and go from there. Of course. How the fuck are you able to hit me? Was he peeking and I just didn't see? What's up, Brett? Howdy, howdy. This is just not going to be an ideal game for me, but we can see how it goes. There's not a whole lot I can do. I can't pen him, but he's almost dead, which is good. What I think I'm going to do is silly, but I'm going to do it because I'm not going to get much use out of this game if I don't. So I'd rather make a play and attempt to be useful than to sit here idle and do nothing.
Li abbiamo danneggiati.
It looks like I can pin this dude on the side, though.
L'abbiamo preso.
Missed him by a thread. Oh, that was so close. This guy knows he can get another kill, maybe two even. Come on, keep backing out, keep backing out. Come on. No, it's a death trap up ahead. Drought himself.
Colpito.
Poor fucker's stock. Oh, come on. Oh my god. Some of these shots.
Non lo abbiamo bucato. Li hanno presi tutti fuori.
Well, the Cheeto lived with my team playing like a bunch of cowards, so naturally, I die. And get ammo racked for all my hit points. Well, that's the P43. I don't know what to tell you about it. It's gonna get shit matchmaking because Tier 7 is so much more developed than Tier 5. So, yeah. This is not a tank I care for much. I never really have. I liked the 4 a lot. The 6 is pretty good. The 7's pretty good-ish. And then I like the rest of the line. This is probably the only one in the entire line I do not care for at all. It's just how it goes. Yeah, so if I were to recommend, which I don't, I do encourage everyone to play through the entire tech tree to learn the tank. But if I were to say, if I had to skip one in the entire line, which one would it be? It would be the P43, the Tier 5. Every other tank along this line is great. I'd say if you didn't mind the 5, then skip the 7, because the only thing wrong with the 7 is penetration. You don't have great penetration at all. It's decent, but it's very similar to the Tier 6, which we'll talk about. I'm willing to give the P43 one more go. Hopefully let matchmaking not fuck me for once. I have lost every match today, because that one's not going to be a win. So I'm naturally slightly aggravated. But we'll give the P-43 another shot. I believe it has nothing to offer me, but maybe I'll pull out an amazing gun. Who knows? I've had 2 pretty close games today, so... Still taking suggestions for a heavy tank I should do next week. Crawl up the line. I've done the E100, so there's plenty of options. I've got the E5, the 5Y, the T57. I mean, I have all of them. I have all the tier 10s except, like, 2. Or 1. Hold on. Yeah, I'm missing this one. And the Bliskavica. The Bliskavica, or however you say it. So I'm missing 2, actually. I'm working my way through that line, though, slowly. I definitely need to grind some credits at some point. We're just going to wait for the tier 5. I don't know how much longer it'll be, but judging by the way the enemy was moving, it shouldn't be too much longer. Speak of the devil. Here it is. Oof. Not a good match for me. Yeah. Whoa. All the top tier TDs lived and did top damage? No way. That's impossible. Yeah, y'all hear about Wargaming messing with the crew system again. Looks okay to a degree. But I'd rather not get my shit kicked in matchmaking than have my crew reworked and spend hours fixing my fucking skills like I just did. Wargaming's a fucking joke, man. I do this because I love the tanks, not because I love the company. I despise the company. They make piss poor decisions and don't know their fucking audience. But the history of the tanks themselves is a passion I did not ever expect to pick up. I don't know what I want to do here. I'm not going up the hill, but I'll fight near the hill. I feel like I'm too slow to go up. I would get exploded immediately. And I'm too... I don't want to go over here either, even though I'd probably do better realistically. Oh, did they track him? Get his ass. Oh, what gun are you using? Ah, he's using the TD gun. Wrong choice. You sacrifice so much DPM. I mean, it is a user's preference, but I believe if you use the big gun on the BIS, you're wrong. It can help. By all means, it can help. But it's just... I really feel like it's a bad decision. If you're in, like, Prokhorovka or something, sure. Anything other than that, and... nah. Alright. So what I'm going to do is try to help out over here, because clearly we're not holding this well. $3.99? What the fuck? Do not let this fucker over. Do not let this fucker over. How do my teams exist? $3.99 by artillery. Go fucking figure, dude. Well, this is a devastating loss as well. Today's not my day. And this was a better matchup. I need my heavy tank to fall back. I can still pull this off. This isn't a loss yet, but it's pretty much there. Big issue is I can't peek. He's just going to stare me down until I peek. On the contrary, it actually looks like he's moving more. Took some fall damage, that's good. This helps me. There's not a lot I can do here. My team butchered this pretty fucking quick. I don't trust that T1. I don't know where he is. I have a KV1 over there who's about to get fucked up royally. So all I can do is spot. This is a tragic match where somehow everything went awry. Good news is my snipers are doing work. But I'm about to lose my heavy, which means I'll be flankable from the rear. I should be able to get a shot. Oh boy. Keep moving, keep moving.
Rimbalzato. Corazzato nemico danneggiato. Bel colpo.
Jesus, that went far. Excellent. This is already better than last match, but I don't know how much of a comparison that really is. Okay, good. I know where the heavy is now. I think he can one-shot me. I want to say it has 240 alpha. Depends on what gun he has. Why would you fire at that? Doesn't matter. My team didn't want to listen. Told the S-35 to go cover me, and he went forward. What good that does us. Fucking jackass. Anyway, P-43, everybody. Yay. On my road of devastating losses today, and dragging my account's rating down, let us move to tier 6. We're at 5 of 5 at this point. Fucking sick. This little thing is a gem at tier 6. I actually do enjoy this. I wouldn't say it's the best thing ever, but it is very well balanced. 240 alpha, 140 standard pen, pretty good at tier 6. 180 gold pen. Your HE pen's 45, which isn't horrible, but you're not going to be using it. You have an awkward 7 degrees of gun depression, but that's Excuse me, by no means bad. 2.2 aim time, 0.37 dispersion. It's okay. 2.3 thousand average damage per minute. So yeah, that's not bad. 2,300. You have about the same armor as the P43, but now it's more slanted, so you're a lot more stout. But you can still block some shots. 80 frontally, 50 all around. Not horrible by any extent. You weigh 33 tons, 33.5 tons. 50 forward, 18 backwards. What I'm going to do here, actually, as much as I don't like spending credits... Nope, I don't want to spend credits because I'm relatively poor right now. 21% camo, not horrible, and I have 414 view range. Far from max, but better than the previous tank. Yeah, it's a very good all-rounder. You can block shots, don't count on it, but you have a way better chance than the P43 because this is the P43 BIS, which I imagine means best in slot, but I highly doubt that. I bet it means something like Bisante or something. The P43 Bisante. Anyway, yeah, little gem, very, very decent. You can't argue with 240 Alpha at tier 6, that's pretty solid. Hopefully I don't have to do 2 battles of this. I'm trying to, like, give every tank about 2 chances if I mess up the first one. If not, oh well. I think the P43 did better in that scenario, but my teams are just horrendous. I cannot fathom why my teams are so bad today. Okay, so we are at a massive disadvantage, as per usual. I have to face a BZ-176. This is a 2 tier 8s at the top tier. We have the better scout for scouting. They have the better heavy for killing everyone. Let's see how it goes, shall we? I don't know what I'm going to do. This is a very odd match being bottom tier. And I have to choose wisely before I get derped for my entire health pool. But they do have a Hawk 30, which bodes well for me. Yeah, it has the same alpha as I do. Maybe 10 less. Even that, regardless, I can hit it. So maybe what I'll do is hide in these bushes right here for a brief second. If I don't get just straight spotted first. If the Hawk 30's smart, he's swinging wide. Or he's over here, but it just seems awkward to me. Our dude just sitting in the open. I want in on this. Ugh, I want in on this action. Alright, M25 and ELC have made an executive move, and I like it. I actually wasn't spotted at all. Oh, you're aware of my presence, huh? Ow! Fuck, that hurt. That might have been my fucking fault for looking him in the eye, but I got so distracted by the tiger too that... Oh well. Shit happens.
danneggiato. Veicolo nemico distrutto.
Alright.
Tutti fuori, carro e
Well,
rottame.
unfortunately my wish is not coming true today. We are going to have to get a second battle. I got 2 kills, but they were just finishing off whoever was injured. What are you doing? I was looking good, but it seems like in the enemy team's desperation, we might lose. And it looks like we have a Nashorn that didn't load in. I don't know. Didn't load in or left battle. I can't tell. Oh, now he's here. Yeah, shocker. Gets reported, immediately shows up. Uh-huh. I'm watching your ass. I mean, it's all... I think it's over. I'm pretty sure we've lost. We lost all our top tier except our even 90, and as much as I enjoy his trolling, it's... He needs to hit his target. Yeah. Shocker, BZ goes untouched. Where is the BZ? Yeah, he's barely scratched. Well, I'm just going to wait this battle out. Partly my fault for looking straight through the eye of the KV2, but I don't know what the fuck all this was. Enemy team got desperate and flooded us from both sides, but we don't have anything that can kill a BZ because our Progretto 54 lost to a fucking tier 6. This is becoming painful for me, guys. I'm not going to lie. I've lost every single match since I've logged in, which should statistically be impossible. But somehow... What, 6 matches? 7? I lost track at this point. I have not won a single one. I have gotten a draw. So we'll give the P43 Biss another go. It was on me. Looks like the even 90's putting up quite a fight. Issue is they've got no HP. They get spotted, it's over. Oh, correction. If they get spotted and hit, it's over. Yeah. They could have played that better. There was 1.5 million bushes around, and they chose everywhere but bushes. I still need a recommendation for a heavy tank to play next week. I'm going to go up a heavy tank line. I just need something someone wants to see me play up. Or something they just... A suggestion would be nice. I wish I could get favorable matchmaking, because this is garbage. So what are we at? 6 for 6? I have not won at all. Not a single time. Not playing my best today either, but damn it. At least 4 of my matches I did really well. Alright, one more time. One more for the P43 Biss. See if we can make it work. If not, we'll move on and keep going. Every tank gets 2 battles. And every week I need a tank line, so please, if anyone in chat as a suggestion for a heavy tank line I'd like to know about, see played up, I will play up that line. Holy KB2s. In a garbage map at that. Yikes. I don't know what I want to do here. I like my usual spot, but I don't have the gun depression for that. I have to play awkward, which means I take hits. I don't care. Alright. I'm going to play over here until I figure out what I want to do. Not a whole lot I can do in this map. I'm going to try to make this work, see if I can use under the train and spot/hit people. I think I have to play on a less steep slope. Are you fucking serious? Hey, jackasses! Hit the fucking Jackson. God, I can't tell you how many times I come over here and get popped from this side because everyone over here is a fucking jackass. And I am so resisting saying what I want to say. So yes, there is an excessive use of jackass. You drowned yourself, you're fucking gone, bro. Swear to God, this thing has more armor than I do. Probably does. The fuck did he hit me? Oh. The very tip of the cupola. I'm fine, I'm going to be an even bigger annoyance. I'm going to get over here and just spot. Yep. Going to be your #1 pain in the ass. How are you just rolling along the top of there? Whatever. Might actually win my first one, and I'm going to be able to do nothing, because this map sucks. It's really lazy of me to auto-aim like that, but this map's small enough to where I don't think it'll phase me at all. And I need to start getting damage, as I have gotten next to nothing. Yeah, I need to aim at that dude. Or not. That's always an option. I owe him at least 2. Whatever. I mean, this game was okay, I guess. Started pretty shitty, all things considered.
Bel colpo.
It's a decent all-rounder. This is just a pretty garbage map, and I wasn't able to do anything till last second. But holy shit, a victory. It took 7 games to get one, but we did it. Mildly less irritated now. I wish I could have done more, but that Jackson, it's got great armor. And I did 2K combined. I guess that's something. Whatever. Put it toward the crew. And the sad thing is I still did like 4th most damage. Like, couldn't do anything all game. Alright, we're just gonna move on. This is the second game anyway, so yeah, we have no choice. Gotta move on. I'm on a time crunch here. I might run a little over my usual today, but that's fine. So now we have the P43 Tear. Alright, same gun as the last one, just a little more pen. Now I have 165 pen, 195 gold pen. Gun loading is 6.9 seconds, 7 degrees of gun depression, 2.3 aim time, 0.38 dispersion, 2K, 2100 roughly. Damage DPM. You get a little more armor now. Otherwise, it's exactly the same. You have now 100 millimeters on the front, 50 still all the way around. So do not pull out broadside. With a turbo, I can go 60 forwards, 23 backwards. Camo's not anything to write home about. 18% is not horrible, though. And 421 view range isn't horrendous. So I just bought this back. I've played like 2 battles in it recently. It's okay. A map I feel like I can work in. It's kind of bullshit the enemy gets 2 Borats, but I'll take it. I'm probably going to play field. It's probably going to be very boring. I'm not a fan of this map at all. It's like bigger mines, but worse in every way somehow. Worse, better. I don't know. I don't hate this map. I think I convinced myself I hate this map, but in reality, it's okay. Yeah, I'd say it's okay. Alright, as you can see, this one's a lot more mobile. I'm not getting around at like 40 kilometers an hour anymore. So I can actually make plays in this thing. 60's by no means slow. And that's with the turbo, but still, that turbo only gives me like +4, so what I'm gonna do is, normally I like to push, but this thing doesn't have enough armor for me to want to push, so I'm gonna let the Type 59 do that, who's not going to do that. Yeah, that Artie's blind firing at everything, and he just saw us knock down a tree, so I'm backing the hell up. Our M4 Rev got on top of the hill. Wow. It's actually kind of shocking. So the lack of gun depression, as you can see, kind of sucks here. I mean, I'm trying to look down, but I really can't. Big issue I have is I know there's probably a Borat in mid. I could be entirely wrong. There's one right there. And there's the Jetto. So if he's smart, he can knock down this tree right here and peek without much repercussion. I was so distracted by the Jetto, I didn't see the Skoda going up the hill. I could have saved my shit pack. How dare I? Why are you going up the hill? There's no reason a heavy with no gun depression should be going up the hill, but whatever. What do I know? I've only been playing this game for 10 years. Man. Seriously, Chad, if anyone's hanging out and listening, please, a recommendation for a heavy line next week would be great. The only one I've done so far is E100, so literally anything would be great. I would much appreciate it. Oh, my Type 59 came back. Who the fuck was that? Leo? Oh, the issue here is I cannot look down. Now's to put up my last stand, because my team's already lost this big time. Oh, today's not the day. Today is not the day. My heavy team got fucking rolled. And on top of that, like 2 of them went to the top of the hill. 1 of them. I thought it was 2 of them. Either way, a heavy's a heavy. Oh boy. I'll give the P43 Tear another one. It seems like my second game's always better, but it's really eating at the time. Because I upload the streams as they are now. So, the longer the streams, the longer the upload time, which is fine. It doesn't take too long to upload it. But it's just, it's going to be much longer. I really am not a fan of that map. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I wish it were just better. I think it's getting some changes soon that'll actually help it, but we'll see. This is painful. Let's go. Next tank. We'll do the premium one too, but the premium only gets 1 go, so if I mess it up, I mess it up. The next tank I like more than the premium variant. Don't know why, I just do. I think it might just be Progretto 46s that I face bounce all my rounds magically, but I get fucking melted. But my P44 Pantera bounces reliably because I have a Panther chassis, so I wouldn't say bounce reliably. I bounce more reliably than a Progretto 46 when I'm playing it. Alright, no scouts, but the enemy has an E25. Safe to say, that's their scout. But we also have an E25, so it really just depends on who plays better. And our Su-130 is blacklisted to me, which is interesting. Anyway, let's go. I'm going to go to the Magic Forest because I'm going to last a lot longer in the Magic Forest, more times than not. I'm going to kind of take a snipey position first. Oh, we have a Borat. I didn't even notice. That also acts as a scout. Hell yeah. Enemy doesn't have one. They have a pilot, which I think I can rip up a pilot. Oh, he gave himself away. Oh. Yeah, he shouldn't have fired. That was very greedy of him. I understand, though, the temptation behind that, but My fear is now that E25 is crawling up, and if that's the case, I'm going to get outspotted pretty quickly. The fuck? That was full green. What I am happy about is there's a heavy caught out over here who has 0 gun depression, which is always a great day for me. No, it's not. It's not always a great day. It's time to get the fuck out of here. I don't have the best dispersion, but I'm not going to last 10 seconds against any of those. So it's better we bring them in the open and I try to hit them than me trying to find them and getting blown up. Heavies seem to be holding their own for now, but we are a lot of hit points down, at least from what I can see. I feel like the E25 is on the corner of the forest now. It'd be the smartest move. What I'm going to try to do is use my poor camo and poor view range and just see if I can hold perfectly still and spot him. What I should do is actually turn around so I can run if I do get spotted. Of course, this Hellcat might find him first. And as we went over before in my concealment video, I'm in a bush. There's a bush there. There was no way he was going to see me. So we're hanging out. We're chilling. I won't be able to just keep firing from this position. I'm going to have to pull back at some point so I can get shots, but doing my damnedest right now. I think my heavy road's basically lost. Looks like my guys didn't play well. Hard to say, though. I haven't been able to get my radar over where the last known heavies were. We might be closer than I think, but at the moment, we are losing. I have a feeling if the T-20 shows up, I won't see him until he's on top of me because there's this mound in the way. I can kind of slinky up here. But if they're coming from right here, I should eventually see them. Okay, so this game's a little closer than I thought. think the Borsig's over here. Can't see him, obviously. There's too much bushes in the way, but I knew it. If the T-20 showed up, it wouldn't be till I was on top.
L'abbiamo preso. Bersaglio acquisito. Bersaglio perso.
It's not a destructible building. It's flaying. There is a Borsig over there.
Li abbiamo danneggiati.
Pilot. Solid tank, honestly. It's just so out of... It needs love.
Veicolo nemico distrutto.
It really does need love. Much better game in the P-43 Tear, but this is game is still a toss-up. It could go either way.
Preso.
It was a rough match. I could take one from the Tiger if I really needed to. Sorry if I'm being quiet. I'm really hard focused right now because I want to win. Trying to find the Borsig's last known and telling the team where I think he is. I think he turned around. He might be back at his... Oh shit. He moved far for a slow tank. Quit rushing him. Like, I'm all for rushing him, but everyone is so low health. Okay, much better second game. Seems like second games are just the way to go today. Oh, sorry if I was really quiet. I was very hard focused that game, trying to make the best of it. Alright. Ugh. Well, this will help with field mods, which is lovely. Looks like I hit a blind shot in there somewhere. Oh, right, that opening shot on the E25, that one. I know that landed because when he got spotted again, he was missing HP. Excellent. Solid game. Very happy with it. Could have been better, could have been worse. Ain't gonna complain. We're gonna go with module durability, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna skip this one. I usually skip this one, but it depends on the tank. I don't feel like I have a lot of module issues, but I'll let it go for a few more times when I'm playing it on my own. Alright. This is my favorite. In the line, probably. For some reason, it just works for me better than the Progretto 46. This is the P44 Pantera. 240 Alpha, 212 Standard Pen. Unlike any of the other ones, Tier 8 is when you get your tech tree special, if that makes sense. Your gimmick. The gimmick for this one is you get an auto reloader. So you load one shell at a time instead of a whole magazine, up to 3, 2.5 second interclip. It's pretty solid. Now it's a very long reload. I don't recommend emptying. I'd fire 1, maybe 2 shells at a time and then reload. Other than that, 8 degrees of gun depression, not bad. 0.28 dispersion with 1.8 aim time is fantastic. You have about 2,000 DPM as usual. That's with food. I run food on all my autoloaders, or 90% of them at least. Your whole armor is a Panther chassis, so you have 80 to the front, 50 to the sides. It is pretty slanted, so it's decent armor. Not super reliable, but decent. 120 frontal turret, 60 to the sides. If you look really hard, this is the mantlet right here. This cheek is not 120. The mantlet is 120. So you can actually still go through this if you aim well enough. 45-ton tank, 60 forward, 18 backwards, not bad at all. 18% camo, just like the last tank. And I have 490 view range, but I have a decent crew, and I run optics and food. So this tank does a bit better. I run vents. I run vents on all my autoloaders because it helps with the reload and generally helps a bit of everything. I run vert stabs because the gun's slightly wonky with its movement statistics, but nothing bad. If anything, it just makes the gun snappier. And then optics, so I can see everything. And that's basically it. Hopefully I have a decent game in this. I really do like this tank. It is probably one of my favorite in the tech tree. Let's go. And I think the reason it's my favorite is because it has survivability. I like balanced tanks in terms of it can do it all. But Pantera's kind of squishy, kind of not. Excuse me. And I just also love my autoloaders. Alright. Looks like I'm playing. Should I do something different? No. I'm gonna go to the hill. I don't like the Ditch of Doom. Ditch of Doom just doesn't work for me. From here, unless I have a really bad game, I think I'm just gonna do one game each. I spent a lot of time from tiers 4 through 7, so too many people go in one direction. Looks like I'm going to support and guard the Ditch of Doom, if anything. Everyone's going north, and I just can't allow that. Excuse me. Well, damn. Well, that was dumb. Yeah, I just gotta find out where the even 90 is. I don't like this. You need to fall back, dude. Most of the enemy team's not spotted, which means one of a couple things. They're all south, or they're all turtling. And in this map, no one turtles. Told him to fall back. He had all the time in the world.
Non lo abbiamo bucato. Bel colpo.
I know I said fire one or two at a time, but if I'm running away, I'm going to usually unload.
L'abbiamo preso.
What scares me is I can't see the Skoda. I'm scared he's crawling up on me.
Non lo abbiamo bucato.
Ah, fuck me. I think I poked too far of my ass out.
Servente ferito, ricarichiamo lentamente. Viva munizioni danneggiata. Centrato. Tutti fuori, il carro è rotto.
I did what I could. I mean, my team is an utter clusterfuck of failures, as you can see. We sent all our forces to the north, all of them, and we're still losing. So I did my best. I think the one mistake I made is I might have stuck my ass a little too far out when I was over there. Let me see if I can get back to my corpse. So when I was over there, I might have stuck my ass a little too far out the bush, but I don't think it mattered because just moving with the scout right there, I was fucked from the rip. That's all she wrote. I did my best for as long as I could, but my team picked a stupid fucking path and failed epically. If you send all your forces one direction, you need to push it. Because if you don't... Okay, correction. If you send all your forces one direction and you can see the enemy has split forces, you need to push. Because there was only like 4 of us that may have stayed back. Not like the Scorpion was fucking stupid, but everyone else was trying to hold back, and there wasn't many of us. We got overwhelmed pretty quickly. I'm going to take a quick bio, and then I'll be back and we'll talk about Progretto 46. One more. Alright, I'm back. So, the Progretto 46 is better than the Pantera. And technically it is, but I don't care what anyone says, I still like the Pantera more. This is a massively popular tank. I do recommend it if you have discipline holding shells, because at this point, like I said, all these tanks are auto reloaders. I can't say anything bad about this. I just don't like the shitty RNG it gets. Like, I can't tell you how many times I fire at these guys, hit them point blank in the face with like a 155 shell, and they bounce. I don't get it. Mine gets like ammo racked, but that's why it has a really shitty win rate. Waiting for this to come out of battle. Did we not come out of battle? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that was horrendous. I did about 2k spotting. I did what I could. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, it's the Progretto 46. It almost has the same exact stats. Difference is you have a bit faster reloading. Here, I'll just do this the easy way. We'll use the in-game comparison tool. So the Progretto, same pen, same alpha. You have faster reload on your first two shells, a slightly longer one on the last one. Yes. Your overall reload is a couple seconds less than, about a second and a half less than what it would take to do the Pantera. Your gun traverse is a couple degrees faster. You get an extra degree of gun depression. Your aim time's a little longer. Dispersion's a little worse. DPM's better. Armor's worse. Which, again, baffles me. But you do have spaced protection, so that's not taken into account. Mobility, you weigh 10 tons less, so you're a little quicker to get up and go. So 35 tons, combined with whatever engine power. It goes a degree slower forward, 2 degrees backwards faster. Traverse speed slower. Stationary, you have 10% more camo than the Pantera. And I have more view range on the Pantera. And this is my Progretto 65 crew, which is more trained than the Pantera crew, so it is not a crew issue. But I guess it's the mobility and the camo that really gives it a good go. If you're working up this line and you really enjoy autoloaders, excuse me, then I highly recommend this tank. It is one you cannot go wrong with. It is not overpowered, but it is solid. I may not play it well, but there are some people who can play it amazingly. I'm not too good with this one in particular, but we'll see if I can make it work. I run vents, as I do on all my autoloaders, optics for vision, and the turbo for mobility, because this thing can't use a rammer, and everything else about this tank's already pretty good. Like, yeah, there's some stats that are a little worse than the Pantera, but the reality is they both have max view range. It's minor things. Very minor things. As you can see, I'm kind of cruising along. This guy will probably pass me. I'm going to see what I can do. Hopefully I don't run into anything with extreme amounts of armor. I like this guy. He knows what's up. And we already lost our scout. This could be a rough game. Like I said, trigger discipline, very important. You don't want to end up on deep reload in this thing. Look at this gun depression. I ignored my trigger discipline there to really hurt that Nomad. Probably a silly move, but I don't foresee them pushing, as we have them on a pretty... We have them... Hey, sorry, dude. There's an even 90 back there, and I want him to go away. The fuck is he? Oh, I see. He's behind the mound. I couldn't tell at first. It's a little crowded over here. It's a downfall. I can't find any good shots, really. And I'm just whittling them down. One shot at a time. I'd like to put one into that Jetto. It's for the greater good. Had to unload. Scout out of the game is always a win. But when you're in a situation like this where the enemy forces are kind of amassed, you don't want to pull off the trigger on all three. Looks like I'm lagging a little bit. I'm picking up some spikes here and there. I'll make the best of it. My computer's old. It's likely running its course. See? Ricochet. What the fuck is that? I don't care how rounded this turret is. No. No. Always. Never in mine. Always the enemy. Ugh, this lag. Oh, sorry, friend. Oh, is he going? Oh, I'm in. Took the chance. No regrets. Okay, well, this is a pretty good game for me, honestly, for the Jetto. I typically don't do this well, so I will take it. What I'm going to try to do now is see if I can help out the city, because I already passed the Nomad and don't feel like going back. And that Borat can run. and there's no one to stop him. So what I'm gonna do is see if I can block that. Oh, he's gonna fight. Oh, because it's easy kills. Both of them are one-shots to him. I'm pretty happy with this match. I typically don't do this well in the Jetto. I know that's saying like a lot. Like, I perform so horridly in this thing usually. Shit. But he's on reload. That's all that matters. Excellent. I wish I was there faster, but I was moving as fast as this thing could take me. Pretty happy with that. It was a good match. I typically don't do that well, but I am very happy with it. Excuse me. That boar hat was causing all sorts of issues. Alright, we keep going. Let me clear this. So now we get to the tier 9. A lot of people really love this one. I'm still... Excuse me. Oof. I am still learning to love it. This is the standard B. 360 damage. You only have 3 in the chamber still. Takes a long time to reload. Takes about 36 seconds. And that's with vents and food. And brothers in arms. So you really do want to have trigger discipline on tier 9 and 10, for sure. 10 degrees of gun depression, not bad. Hull armor's worse. You lose a lot of armor. So in the hull, you've got 15 on the front, 25 on the side, 15 in the rear, which means you cannot side scrape, can't do anything. You are a sniper now. Which, speaking of sniper, I didn't go over the gun stats. 0.3 dispersion, 2-second aim time, not bad. 0.3 is pretty good. Mobility, you go 65 forwards, 21 backwards. You have really good traverse speed. My camo's at 29%, which is pretty solid. And I have 503 view range, so I can see pretty well. Yeah. So, let's just get to it. This tank's pretty solid. It is... One, I'm still kind of learning. For some reason, it doesn't register with me like a normal autoloader. Probably because it's a bigger profile, maybe. But I don't do horrible. I've had horrible games in it, though. I'm not the greatest with this tank. Or the Progretto 65 for that matter. Or the Lion. It's just... It is what it is. We'll make do. This thing hits pretty nice, though. Without a doubt. So we're almost done. There'll be this match. We'll have the Progretto 65, the tier 10. And then we'll play the reward version that was only available for auction called the Lion. Which is the reason they nerfed the Progretto 65.
Everyone, let's go and show them what we've got.
So let's rock and roll. Gonna get in a typical little sniper position. Maybe. Depends on if the enemy scout's already in position or not. Knowing my luck, he is. Did he just take a hit? Well, we have no one forward, which is really bad. I don't know how we're going to see who's coming, because these two jackasses should be forward. Yeah, G-Sor gets it. These two idiots are not going to do anything helpful for us. I'll let him have the up high spot. I'll take the low. Here's how I know I have experienced players. All the tank destroyers and snipers have already left. They know this is fucked. It is very possible we can hold out right here with the heavies right there, but it just doesn't look good for us. Especially because the heavies should have gone that way, and that way is losing. Still have a T95 wedged in there. We also got this guy, so it's just not looking good. Who's looking the wrong fucking direction. Oh, I wish I could see some of these dudes. And all sorts of free damage. How is a Mauerbrecher playing like that and living? Maybe this is just some new meta I don't know about. I mean, I've never had a bad time in the Mauerbrecher. Like, yeah, you get gold loaded, but like, you're slow, you're still thick armored unless you end up in a tier 10 match, which I can't remember if it's preferential or not. But you're more than likely okay. Well, I don't know where the fuck that went. What I'm gonna do now, though, is just relocate to a different bush. I feel like it can't see shit. These two heavies are stealing the light from me. And we hold. Two. On. Yeah, let's go. I think I know what tank destroyer line I want to go up next, but still looking from the chat for suggestions. Yeah, whatever, dude. Oh, they all went to the other side? Ugh. Not a great game for the standard B, but when isn't it 50-50? I guess I'll go look for their arty. Yeah. It was a pretty passive game overall. I played poorly. I really feel like the two heavies camping in the back kind of fucked me, but somehow helped them a lot. I also could have played a little more forward if I was smarter about it.
That was a great shot. Let's go, dude.
What I'm hoping is they'll try to come back up in here, and I could just track lock or eat them out. Can't believe I just said that. Eat them alive.
Better, closer, warmer.
Alright, not a horrid game. Could have done better. But considering how the games have gone today, I'll take what I can get. Still looking for a heavy tank recommendation for next week. I do not know when I will be playing next week. I have to change my schedule entirely because I have a job now. But it'll be on a day I'm off. So, and if I have to change it, I will change it prior. If I get called in, I'll change it that day or whatever it is. It certainly could have been worse. I wish I played a little more forward. That's definitely on me. I really underestimated my Mauerbrecher and Emil. They did okay work. Actually, no, they didn't. Barely did more than I did. Who the fuck was taking all of Maybe it was a split between everyone and just teamwork damage. I don't know. I still could have done better, but I'm happy with the performance. It could have also been a lot worse. Now, top of the tree, Progretto 65. You keep your 360 average damage, 268 standard pen. You have 330 heat pen, but lose shell velocity. And I carry an HE mag, but I've never had to use it. But you have 105 pen, which is not bad. But it would take a long time to load an HE mag. 9 degrees of gun depression, very low profile tank, 2-second aim time, 0.29 dispersion, perfect. 2500 DPM. Hull armor is pretty garbage. You still can bounce, I think 120, I want to say it's 120 or lower, but I could be wrong. But the chassis is very, very, very slanted, as you can see, and you have some spaced armor. You have 40, 40, and 25 on the rear. So 40 front, 40 side, 25 rear. So you can't side scrape still. You're still a sniper. Turret has 120, 40, and 30 in the rear. Not bad at all. You weigh 40 tons. 65 forwards, 18 backwards. 25% camo, which isn't horrid. And I have 516 view range. I run food, obviously, to get my reload down as close as possible. Difference in this compared to the 8 and the 9, you get 4 rounds instead of 3. So you have a little more flexibility there. But it takes you 45.5 seconds to reload the entire thing, so you should not empty unless it's an emergency or you know you won't be firing for a while. Yeah. I run optics for vision, I run improved aiming to make sure my gun is all sniper ready, and then I run vents to improve everything, including the reload. Let's just get right into it. We will play one more game after this, and it'll be in the Lion. I am not as good in the Lion, but maybe something will change today. Oy. Very tired today. Might be from all the talking. I don't talk this much. I'll ask around my clan, I guess, since I'm not getting any recommendations for chat. But I need a heavy tank to play next week. I'm going to do a heavy tank, a tank destroyer, and then I'm going to... Oh, thanks, Goose. Appreciate seeing you, man. I... Okay, I don't know what's going on. I want to go this way, but everyone kept blocking my way. Great job, been listening for a while. Oh! That is a good one, Goose. I actually haven't played down that line in a moment. The heavy tank aim M451? M454? I like that. I will go up that line next time. And then do the Foch after that? Ugh, that's a lot of tanks I gotta buy back, but I could do it. I just realized the enemy has a scout, and my scout's not over here. That's bad. So 2 French tanks in a row? I could do that. It's a lot of tanks I gotta buy back, though. I'm gonna have to do some serious credit grinding when I'm not working. If I can tolerate the credit grind. Ooh, the Sturv? I actually think I do own most of those. I would have to double check. $1,800 damage, all mine. Oh, fuck. Doesn't matter. No scout. Well, that's a shitty game to end on, but I'll give it one more go. I needed my scout over here, but for some reason he went to go play hull down. Funny thing is I still burned one guy alive and decimated him, so I will give the Jetto one more go. I cannot play the Lion, actually, because I use the same crew as my Jetto, so I might have to go play one of the lower tier ones that I was playing. Can go back to the standard B real quick. Appreciate it, Goose. Appreciate it. I will now... Actually, while I try to figure out what I need to purchase for the Foch line, I need 3 tanks. 2 of them are pretty easy. One of them's a little more pricey, and then there's equipment. And then the M454. I'm missing the 65T and the M445. I could get the B1, but that's if I want. So I'm missing about 3 from both of those lines. That's gonna hurt credit-wise. Is there another heavy line I got? I mean, don't get me wrong, I really want to play the M454 line because I love the tier 9. The tier 9 is so good. Oh, and I don't have the final gun, the 120 on this thing. Ugh, looks like I'd have to buy it back anyway. Alright, well, while I wait, I'm just going to look at some tanks in the tree. If anyone has questions, let me know. Thank you, Goose, for the recommendation. I might do a different TD line just so I don't do 2 French tanks in a row, but I will definitely do one of them. Which one, I do not know, but I try to space out the nations so I'm not clouding them up. I could do... The heavy would be more expensive, but probably more fun for me. This would be cheaper, but less fun for me until I get to tier 8. I like the tier 8. What have I done so far? I've done the Remmental Panzerwagen. I've done the Jetto. So maybe I'll do... I need to acquire some credits. I might actually have to take a day to grind this weekend. See if I can get like 12 million somehow. Because I need equipment and then to buy all the modules back. Shoot. I might have to pick a different heavy line for now because it'd be much cheaper to buy the rest of the French TDs back. Naturally, a defeat. Looks like there was... Yikes, that was 4th most damage. I only killed 1 guy. Could have been their TVP that spotted me, but I'd find that hard to believe. Yeah, I think it was their scout. I think he closed distance on me. And then that Char, he hit me once or twice as well. Brutal. We're going to give the 65 one more go. Much as I like Ghost Town, that was... Just traded for the AP AMX-30. It's balanced. It's got reliable armor, semi-reliable armor. It's got a decent gun. It is a nice one. I'm glad you enjoy it so far, Brett. As for me, I do not enjoy that I have Paris, but I do have tier 8 matchmaking, so that's good, I guess. A little unfair for them, but thankfully for them, this thing isn't super armored. So, let's see what I can do to win my team the field. There's no Artie, which is really good for me. Oh, come on, dude. I need to get through. I hope you and your stupid ass gun are... Looks like I might be the only person coming out here. So I'm just gonna do... Nice. Maybe I'm wrong about you and your stupid ass big gun. Actually, I don't know which one of you hit that. They both have big guns. Alright. I need to check the STRV line. That's the other one Goose said. Damn it. I think I might be only missing 2 from that line. If I start from when it gets relevant. I do not want to play the IKV 103. The thing's horrendous. I was greedy for staying up there so long. Very greedy. Damn heavy tank out there. I have a feeling he's there, but I don't want to fire without knowing, because this is such a small map. And my heavy team's falling. Oh, it's fallen. My E3 stupidly rushed through the mid. Oh boy. Such a small shot. Shot went high. Why not? Of course, everyone moves the moment I start to move. Poor marksmanship on me. This is really not much better than the last match. Especially since I have to do a lot more oh. Oh, come on. Yeah, it don't matter. Well, as per usual, my tier 10 match does not ever go how it was planned. So, yeah. Paris was less than ideal, and my heavy team just flopped, and my E3 killed himself, so... Technically, it was better than last game. I did more combined, but... It seems like I can never have a good tier 10 match. Can't remember the last time I did. Had a good session with the tracked scouts. I'll check that in a moment. Cool. So, last tank on the list. Let's get to it. Before I do that, hold on. Yikes, I am missing. Okay, it's not bad. I'll determine. I'll take Goose's suggestions seriously and see if I can find a couple tank lines I want to run up and how many credits I gotta run. Grind up. This is the Lion. It is very much like the Progretto 65 with one key difference. Actually, a few key differences. Sorry I didn't go over it. It's a little more boxy. It doesn't have as many curves or slants on it. The chassis is curved, and we'll go into it real quick. So you can see the chassis is kind of slanted, but the turret seems very boxy. It's kind of like a Leopard in a sense. And you have something called a reserve shell mechanic, I think. So the second to last shell loaded, so the second one you would fire loads the fastest. So it's a long reload, super short reload, medium reload. It's really weird. But I don't mind it. So like I've got almost 20 seconds on this first shell. It's 18 seconds to load this first shell. And I think yep. So this time I have 420 alpha, which is much different. I have a 258 standard pen, 323 gold pen, AP and APCR respectfully. I carry an HE mag, I never have to use it. It has a 105 pen, just like the Progretto 65, which isn't bad at all. So this thing's pretty decent. I'm not personally great with this thing. I usually get my ass kicked and lose every single time I play this thing, but you know what? I've played all my other Italian tanks today. I gotta show it some love too. I have an IS-7 sitting by our artillery piece. Why do I have an IS-7 sitting by a Grilly 15? I want to move up, but I feel like I've learned my lesson on that. Said nobody ever. The issue is if they find out I'm here, I'm pretty screwed. Alright, so we're just gonna chill. I just plan on spotting this flank for my team. Hopefully it works out. I'm down an IS-7 on my heavy road though, so he is getting reported. Since he wants to snipe in the back and leave our team to die. If I could get some help, I would push, because most of what they have is... Tree just fell. Most of what they have has been spotted. There's about 3 tank destroyers I'm pretty certain are... They could be over here. And then there's one I know isn't, and if he was, I'd be shocked. I knew it. As you can see, my second shell loads much faster. I think it has a 4-second interclip too, which is actually much longer. What would most likely be the safest move for me is to pull back. There's no one that saw me fire that, so should be okay for now. It looks like I may have to turn around and go defend base. As much as I don't want to do that, it might be the most sensible thing to do. Ooh, 495. That is a high roll for this thing. Alright. I need damage. So we must create an area to get damage. So overall, we're doing okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here. As a matter of fact, I know their Kunza's running, and I haven't been spotted the past few times I've fired over here, so I'm going to push. Because I need to be flanking. However, I have made a friend who has spotted my intentions, and that is less than ideal. You know what's funny? I don't really care if he's found me. Someone else got him. That's good. Now I just gotta stay low, recloak, and re-engage the enemy. I'm now a thorn in their side, and I should be their main focus. They get me out of here, my team falls behind again. Okay, cool. We've boxed him in. So this is a pretty solid game for my Lion. Once again, my two most underperforming tanks in my hands are conveniently my better ones today. Ow, that hurt, dude. I'm gonna try to get an angle on that Jaegeru. Ooh. Oh shit. That was a poor shot on me. I'm glad he missed too. Oh, that could have been so much worse. I could have just died. Actually, if I died, I would have been okay. I've had a pretty good game, so. Like, for me, this is pretty solid. Conway's out. Good. Badger. Ooh, trying to HE load me. I've got a strong position, I'm not gonna lie. This, switching to gold. I'm normally not for it, but I'm almost out of shells anyway, so. Standard shells anyway. Okay. I don't know what to do. I'm in a weird predicament where I can't do much. For once, beach might be the play, because they're winning with it. Or at least they're holding us. It is eerily quiet. I don't like the Grilly making that play. I feel like it might hurt him a lot. can't see him. Not well enough, at least. Gotta be very, very sneaky. I don't know where that Jaeger is looking, and it terrifies me. I only had a 50-50 to go through that badger, but I had to take the damn chance.
Corazzato nemico danneggiato. Preso.
Probably one of the best games I've had in my line. I will take that any day. Holy crap. I win way better than the Progretto 65, that's for sure. Which my last game in it wasn't horrendous, but it could have been better. If my teams would play like teams, this wouldn't. Instead of throwing. This is probably the best game I've honestly had in this thing. Not bad. A lot of formidable foes on that team. And that's the Lion. Unfortunately, no longer available, but pretty solid. It was an assembly shop tank. But it, with other than the reserve shell mechanic, as you can see, right there, it's pretty much fits the line and fits the crew perfectly, so I thought I'd showcase it nonetheless. I will take Goose's considerations. He put 3 pretty damn good lines up. The STR V103B, the M454, and the Foch B. I will probably do the M454, but I'm going to need some time to get the tanks. If I do not have the tanks, my next stream, I will be credit grinding and we'll just chill. But I will do my best to get those tanks up. Maybe I'll do like a premium showcase or something if I don't have the credits by then. But that's the plan for next time. My Twitch is probably still going to say Monday. I will fix it as soon as I know my schedule. Other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Excuse me, Jesus. And I will see you all next time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.